Oh, Jesus, I knew the moment I saw you, I felt that I should like you. I felt like taking you away so that no one else could have you. What did you think of me?
Well, at first, Madge, I was rather afraid. But by and by, you've made me feel quite confidential. Quite at home with you. I never asked why you were annoyed at those verses by St. Matthew.
Nonsense. Not another word about it. I, too, was afraid. Just for a moment. I tried to get away and pull myself together. I never will.
Never?
You shall see.
Today I'll take the day off. We could go for a stroll on Mount Olive.
No, not there. There are too many artists there.
Where did you acquire your dislike for artists?
They're such crazy, crackbrain fellows. Always telling more than what's actually happened. And they've done me a great deal of injury.
Nevertheless, art is beautiful. There's nothing to be compared with it for embellishing, for enlarging the sphere of life.
Look at you. This is beautiful. To be simple and upright. To be 18 years old and to love so well.
Mary! I mean, Madge!
That's my maid.
St. Paul is back, and he says he will speak to you, or else
Or else what?
he'll write you one of his letters.
Stay right there, Mayon. Go away, you. No, I will not. I do not. There! And do not return. What fool is a man who cries? Get back into bed at once. I desire it.
Mary? Madge?
You can't leave me like this. I'm sure if you do, you will not return.
Why shouldn't I?
Swear to me that you're not angry and that you will return. Didn't I tell you I was free? Look here. It's a letter from St. Paul. To me, of course. Penciled in haste. It's an apology. I accept any condition. I resign to anything. If only I don't lose you. God, not lose me. Can you imagine?
You're very wrong to laugh. This letter is horribly beautiful. Look here, why do you drive him away?
I do not want him anymore. I do not love him.
Nevertheless, St. Paul, he was your lover. He placed you here amid all this luxury which is necessary to you.
Oh, my own. Before I knew you, that was all very nice. But now it is a trouble and a shame, and my heart rejects it. Oh, I know you're about to say that you're not serious in this, and that you do not love me. And that is my business. Whether you wish it or not, Jesus, I will make you love me.
Madge and I fell into regular visits. Bouts of passion mingled with love letters and blissful trips to the beauty salon.
Fine day it is. Would you like the standard baptism or the deluxe?
What do you think, John? Deluxe, of course.
I worried sometimes that I was fatiguing him. I mean, I ought to have more pride. Every morning I left his room, I swore that I wouldn't return. But I came back each evening as if I were possessed. Just to trim. And don't go near my bangs. Later you can wash my feet.
I was quite taken in by her charms, the way she sang songs and played the harp, dried her feet with her own hair. I rather took it all for granted. But after I passed my examination, things changed. Suddenly I became very sick and I knew no one, except a few students. And from the beginning it was Madge who took me in. nursing me untiringly without fear or disgust. During the fevers, I would address her as Aunt Devon by mistake. I would say, "Thank you, Devon," when I felt Madge's hands upon my clammy forehead.
I would say, "It is not your Aunt Devon. It is I, Madge. I am tending him. I wouldn't say that I saved his life, but I did preserve him from mercenary care."
I could never reconcile to my mind the quickness and readiness of those hands I had previously known only as voluptuous. More than a month passed, and I asked her, "My poor Madge, I'm better now. Shouldn't I go home?"
Go home? I sold all my clothes and shoes to make room in the closet. All that remained was my silver fox stole and a pair of Dolce & Gabbana slingbacks. You can't leave me now.
I left her, though it filled me with regret. What did it mean, these other men she had known? What would Dad say? What if my disciples found out? To ease my mind, I went away to visit my family. At first, it was soothing to see my parents as well as Joe and Aunt Devon. It was Madge, however, who burned in my mind.
When Jesus left, I felt nearly broken. But I decided to wait for him. I took up work keeping accounts at a boarding house in a desperate part of the city.
It wasn't long before I was driven back to Jerusalem, not so much to satisfy my career, but for my desire. I found her immediately.
It was I who found him.
I paid a visit to her tumble-down lodging. Although she was supporting herself honestly, I was horrified at the sacrifices she was making. I determined to take her away to live with me.
We rented a modest double wide just outside the city walls. What a joy it was to furnish it with all the necessities of a small family.
Together we scoured every corner of IKEA for our silverware.
A modular loveseat with a matching futon on sale, 40% off.
Madge had quite the bargaining spirit.
Our affair bloomed in comfort
And secrecy.